EFC is proudly sponsored by Royal Flush. Do head over to their website, grab yourself an Everton merch, whether it's a cap, jumper, t-shirt. Go and treat yourself to something. Hi there and welcome back to We Are the Famous EFC. My name is Adam and I'm joined by Michael. It is the match preview. Everton taking on Manchester City Monday night, 8 o'clock at Hill Dickinson Stadium. First and foremost, Michael, how are you feeling going into this game? Do you think Everton can win the game?
Yes, Everton can win the game.
Yeah, I do think that if David Moyes does change the team up, I do believe that we can cause some upset to Manchester City. Like, can the Toffees cause an upset? Well, I think we can. Perhaps we could even get a point if we can and all that, but who knows? But it's going to be a hard game. Pep Guardiola's side are only 7 points away from top of the league. Come Monday, it's a must-win for them if they want to go top of the league without a shadow of a doubt, with a game in hand as well. But Mike, how are you feeling as we go into the game?
I'm feeling nervous.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't want losing. No way.
Yeah.
I feel I get worried what sort of difference.
Yeah, I know you do, my mate. It's going to be a hard game, but Jordan Pickford will keep us in the game as much as he can in it, Mike. But it's going to be an incredible hard game for Everton. We haven't won Manchester City for a number of years now, especially at the home. But it's going to be a really tough game. But there's no denying it. If David Moyes doesn't play Dwight McNeil, then hopefully we can get a result at home against Manchester City. So I don't want to see in the lineup Idrissa Gueye or McNeil or Tarky. I want it different. Well, you can have Tarky, but I don't want O'Brien at right back without a shadow of a doubt. But we do know that David Moyes has had his press conference today ahead of the game. Beto is back. It's to believe. That is massive for Everton, like, without a shadow of a doubt. That's literally one of the best news I've heard. But also yesterday, Braden Graham was training with Everton's first team yesterday, I believe. But it is going to be interesting whether he gets a chance or starts on Monday at the Hill Dickinson. But as I said, Mike, it's going to be a tough game, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, mate.
Are you looking forward to it?
I am.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the game? How do you think the game needs to go for Everton to get a point or at least a win?
My thoughts about the way. And it is really I know, and I need to get the players in, and what do you think about
So yeah, really do agree with you, Mike. I think that we need to change our lineup from the word go if we want to get a result against Manchester City, because they only won 1-0 last time out against Burnley, 1-0 in the 5th minute of Haaland's goal. So it does mean that you can play them. And if the atmosphere is loud, we can get up for it and all of that. And if we can do that, then I just think beat them or at least get a draw. There's going to be some hope. But it's going to be really, really difficult for Everton. But I do think if David Moyes will change the lineup, then I do think that we've got a chance winning. But I'm going to share my team. So in goal, I'm going to go with Everton's number 1, John Pickford. Right back, I'm going to throw in Nathan Patterson. Like, David Moyes has got to give him another go now at right back. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Then I'm going to go with... I'm going to drop Tarky, Keane, O'Brien, Adam Asno, because I've seen that he was in training yesterday. I haven't seen him in a long time. Like, that's a solid back line, that, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
As I say, you've got Patterson at right back. He can offer quite a bit going forwards as well, without a shadow of a doubt. Michael Keane, he's big in the air. He can win the headers and get them in the back of the net. O'Brien's very tall. He had to be good for set pieces and that. Going forward, and Adam Asno, who got us a penalty last time out, he came on against Sunderland, so that's who I would play. Then I'd go for James Garner and Tim Berman. Idrissa Gana Gueye on the bench. And the number 10 role, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall on the right. You know what? I'd put up front. I'm going to put Beto up front. Charlie Alcaraz starts on the left, and on the right, Iliman Ndiaye. That's my team, Mike. So I've gone with a 4-2-3-1. So Pickford in goal, right back, Patterson, Keane, O'Brien, Asno, Iraboom, Garner, Ndiaye, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall in the number 10 role. On the left, Charlie Alcaraz, and up front, Beto, as he's on a purple patch. And he's just came back from a concussion. That's my team. Do you agree with that team? Would you play that team against Manchester City on Monday night?
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah. Well said, Mike. I'll give you my score prediction in a moment. But as I said, I'm worried that Man City have got the players to hurt us. If we're not at our best, we're going to get a good hard on Monday night, at least 5-0, if not 5-1, 4-1. And if we're that lucky, 3-1. But we've got to be at our best. If we want to be at our best, we can at least get a point. If we're at our very, very best and we're taking our chances and they go in, then we'll win them. But me head says we're going to get beat 2-1, but me heart says a 1-1 draw against Manchester City. So I'm going to go with a draw, 1-1. But it's going to be difficult, but Everton have got to be at the very best. David Moyes has to change the lineup. If he can change that lineup, take McNeil off, take Tarky off, or O'Brien, switch it about. If we can do at least 2 of them, then we're going to hopefully get a point, if not a win. But he's got to change it. I don't want to see McNeil, O'Brien at right back. I don't want to see that for the rest of the season. I do not want to see it now because it's not working. O'Brien's absolute shite at right back, isn't he?
Yeah.
But McNeil, like, with both smoke up his Arsenal, it's not working. We know that's not working, so it's time to drop him. Yeah, and the reason why he's brought him back probably because he felt sorry for him because it didn't work out going to Palace. But other than that, it's going to be a hard game. Let's see what Everton manager David Moyes has to say in his press conference this afternoon. Yeah.
Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our pre-match press conference to preview our game against Manchester City. We'll start off with Sky.
David, just training here today. Is that a regular thing?
No, just came down for a look around.
Part of the settling in process still?
Yeah, I think we are. I think we're still partly settling into the new stadium, yeah.
Beto, how is he? Is he available for selection this weekend?
Yeah, he's had to go through the protocol for concussion, which was correct. So he's gone through that period and he's been training, yeah.
Anything back from the PGMO regarding the non-penalty last week?
Yeah, but it's always rubbish you get back. Never get anything good back. So Jonathan, the secretary, spoke about it and spoke with him. I didn't do so, but it's never what you want to hear.
When you say rubbish, are you able to give us any further context?
Yeah, not really, no. No, you should ask them yourself. I would hope you would do.
Well, they're generally not allowed to speak to us. That's the thing.
Oh, well, they don't speak particularly well to us when we hear from them.
Whatever happens between now and the end of the season, what platform do you feel that you've given yourselves to move forward?
Well, we've had a stable season at the moment. We still believe there can be something out there for us, and we'll keep pushing. So, not much drama in the season. We're pretty settled. The new stadium's played a big part. You know, the sort of building Everton back up again, I think, is a process which is going to take quite a bit of time. But I think the first year or so here will certainly put decent foundations down, and hopefully we can continue to build on it.
It's still quite a big jump from fighting relegation to fighting up at the higher ends of the table, challenging for Europe and being in the mix for that. So I just wonder, when you make that kind of jump, what impact it have on recruitment in the summer?
Well, probably the truth and the facts is that it isn't a big difference, because there's very little points between teams who are probably fighting relegation, just outside relegation, to teams who are challenging for Europe. There's very little in it. But that also tells you, if you're not cautious and you're not wary, then you could find that you could be caught out next year. It wouldn't take much for you, maybe to get a few points less if that was the case. So we need to make sure that we continue sort of growing and adding to what we've got and what we're doing.
In a world of less,
Latte for joy.
Sky Mobile wants everyone to expect more.
In some ways then, as well, as part of that growth, is it dealing with the expectation? Because when you're challenging for the European positions, it does impact expectation on the players, and it's a very different pressure to what they've been used to in the past. Yeah,
the players here have not been used to it. There's not many of them here. One or two have maybe been involved in it, so a lot of them here have not been used to sort of the different feeling. But it's certainly a better feeling than it is trying to avoid relegation, that's for sure. But look, hopefully we'll keep improving, keep getting better at it, keep trying to challenge the best teams in the league, and go better ourselves.
It's 4 points separated, 7 clubs for those European positions as well. So still very much all to play for, isn't it?
Well, look, it's much harder for us. We're running out of games, so we can't afford many mistakes. That's for sure.
In terms of the challenge you face on Monday night, since losing to Madrid, 6 straight wins for City in all competitions, 2 defeats in the last 20 games, all competitions, 15 wins in that time as well. It's not for the first time we've seen them putting a run like this together at this stage of the season as well. Do you find that they're maybe the toughest side to face at this point in the season?
Well, it's not unexpected that Man City are capable of doing that, and I think that they've had a little bit of change round in the last 12 months or so, and they're beginning to sort of get things in place. Hey, it's always good to play them. They're a really good side, tough to play against. Great record they've had over recent years. Terrific manager. So, in some ways, we're quite looking forward to it. I'm quite looking forward to the challenge. Quite looking forward to saying, well, okay, Arsenal and them have been the best all season, and look, we gave Arsenal good games in the 2 games we've played them this year, so we want to be able to say that after we play Man City on Monday night.
As you mentioned, that, so I don't suppose Mikel has been on the phone to you, has he?
No,
Looking
no,
for a
not
favour?
at all. No.
Thanks, David. Good
Cheers.
luck.
Thanks, Finney. We'll go to Fraser at Premier League Productions.
Just moving on from that previous, when Manchester City do manage to put those runs together like they do often at the end of the season, can you put your finger on where that comes from, or just how hard it is to be able to do that?
Well, I don't work for Man City TV, and I can answer your questions. So you need to ask somebody from Man City that question probably. But as an opposition manager to the manager at Man City, I'd have to say that they've got themselves a great run. They've got good players. They find ways of getting through the difficult times and coming out the other side. And I think they've done that. They've got themselves in a lofty position. They've already won one trophy. Yeah, they have, and they're in a shout for a couple more, really. So it's a great position to be with. 3-4 weeks of the season to go, and you're in shouting for everything. So no, they're doing really well. So it's tough for us, but we've got in our own mind, we know if we can do something special, it could help us greatly.
And just moving from obviously being here today and having this been the penultimate home game of the season, feeling like you've settled in here and we've seen what can be achieved and what sort of an atmosphere it is that another step that you feel is another attraction for looking at players in the summer? People will want to come here to play in a place like this.
Well, I've always said players want to come and play in Europe. We've got to try and make sure that gives us a possibility. Players want to play in the Premier League, but they also good players want to be involved in European football. So that'll be a challenge for us to try and do that. I found it difficult last summer trying to attract a lot of players because of that. The difference now is, I think Everton have been close this year, much closer to the top end of the league. Most people have had the chance to see the new stadium and full houses in all the games. So from that point of view, there's a lot of things to be positive about.
Thanks, Fraser. We'll go to Julia at Radio Merseyside.
Hi, David.
Hi there.
Just wanted to say that you've said about, it's been a much stable season and free of drama, which I think a couple of years ago, everyone would have been absolutely delighted with around Everton. With that, though, do you feel the aspirations have been rising quicker than you can all keep up with? And is that just football culture? Everyone expects to win?
No, that's what I want to do. I think it shows that I think it's managers' job is to raise expectations, to make everybody feel as if there's a chance of better things on the horizon. I've tried to do that this year, and so have the players. And I think in the main we have. I think the players have done a brilliant job. They really have. We're in a good position. But yeah, we'd always like to. Everybody wants to take the next step, don't you? If you finish second in the league, you don't think it's good enough. Which we're hearing a lot about Arsenal, and finished second in the league, I think, a few years, and people are thinking it's not good enough. So it's no different to Everton. Wherever we finish, people always want it to be better, and nobody more so than me. I want us to be better and finish as high up as we can.
It is another Monday night game, and we've asked you this several times because Everton have had more Monday night games. Does it change your preparation? And also, do you feel that you've had an excessive amount of the Monday night slot?
Well, we're all getting used to different sort of things from our culture. Wouldn't normally be we wouldn't have had Monday night football in years gone by, or I don't think we would have. But look, we need the television companies to help pay our funding and all the things that go with it. So Monday night's a football night. If you're good enough and you get in Europe, then you don't find you've too many Monday night games. So all those things are better. But the people who I feel most for are for the supporters. I think for the younger generation of supporters, Monday night football is not a good thing because your kids can't get to the game because most of them are going to school, and it's late nights and all the things which come from that. So I do think I think midweek's been accepted in football and it's done, but I think that most folk, I think with kids and that, find it quite difficult to get to their kids to a game on a Monday night. So we've got to make sure that we don't discourage that generation of supporters by not giving them the opportunity to get to games.
Right, Mike.
Yeah.
Score prediction. Everton versus City.
I'm thinking about.
I've gone with 1-1, a draw.
I'm the same. 1-1.
Okay. Up the toffees. Hit the subscribe button.
I do.
Go on.
I'll say before I go, the EFC channel, it's inseminated, that's me. I like to say I love giving voice so much. It's confidence, fame, and it's really good job for Everton players to play on. And I like to say things to him very much. And so much. I love you, David. You're the best Everton manager, and I'm being grateful to have you so much. Thank you very much. Take care, pal. I'll see you soon. And up the topies.
Up the toffees. See you later. Bye bye.